everyone, so I just wanted to kind of do a quick little video that I started to mention in my last video, but I actually held it off for this video to talk a little bit about what I'm doing this summer. So I am actually spending my summer as a camp counselor at the University of Florida, where I'm basically in charge of like a couple students and helping them learn how to become a real scientist and conduct research and present their research, do a poster. Like, there's all these components to it. I did the program a couple years ago. Absolutely love the program. It's called SSTP, Student Science Training Program. So this summer, that's what I'm doing, and I felt like I wanted to bring it up in the last video, but I didn't because it was already very lengthy. Being a camp counselor has a lot of components to it, and I didn't realize until I got here and started doing all the things. Like, the camp is only 7 weeks long, and I actually moved in 3 weeks prior to the camp starting. There was just so much to do, and I was thinking, like, why would I have to move in 3 weeks early? Like, this doesn't make any sense. This is ridiculous. And then I realized there's actually a lot more planning and preparation that comes into a little camp like this than you would traditionally think. One thing that I've been a part of while being in this camp is planning, event planning in general, which is actually tons of fun to me. I actually never realized that. It's also very stressful because in a camp like this, normally we have people that are from all types of different ethnic backgrounds, that have all types of different religious beliefs, and with all of that comes different dietary restrictions. Well, that's the main thing, is dietary restrictions, honestly. Then there's kind of limitations. Some of them actually have different ways of lives that are different from the traditional high school student, which is really cool because you actually get to learn a lot about how different people can be. However, I have found that it's also very stressful to be a part of a camp like this, because in this camp there's over 80 students. That there are only 8 of us wonderful counselors to keep track of, make sure they're in good mental health, make sure they're staying on top of their assignments. There's only 8 of us to their 80 plus. Our average is about like 10 people per student, of course, and it can be a lot, especially that I have to actually live with them. So if you guys haven't noticed, I'm not home. So like I said, I'm at the University of Florida. I don't go home. It's actually an in-residence camp, which means that the counselors, as well as our program coordinator and the students, all live in residence together. We actually take up 4 floors of a dorm on the University of Florida's campus called Beatty Towers. So that's a lot of people. Well, like I said, there's 80 plus of them, and then there's 8 of us, and then 1 coordinator. So that ends up being 90 something people. But being a counselor at this camp actually gives me the honor of being a part of the field trip counselors. So in conjunction of telling you guys a little bit about what I'm doing this summer and how it is to be a camp counselor, which is a lot of fun, very stressful, but I love it because my students are happy, which means I'm happy. My field trip that I helped prepare for this last weekend, which was actually to the Kennedy Space Center. So personally, I live near the Kennedy Space Center. The Kennedy Space Center is 2.5 hours away from here, and I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of, to me, it's kind of boring. I've gotten used to it. I've been there so many times, but there's tons of different things to do. Like, there's a bus tour. Bus tour is always pretty cool because you get to go to the different launch pads, see all the different companies and people that have contracts, like SpaceX or Boeing, that has contracts with the Kennedy Space Center where they actually have launch pads and things like that. That's really cool. You get to see all this cool merchandise. Oh my God, I fell in love with this bomber I saw at the Kennedy Space Center, and I keep thinking about it, and I really want to order it off Amazon, and I'm going to put in a picture because it is so cute and you guys need to see. And there's also like the shuttle launch experience. It's kind of just like little roller coaster thing. Which is, I mean, it's kind of entertaining. It's kind of fun. We all went as counselors. One of us actually had to like skedaddle, but we all got on as counselors together. was a lot of fun. We laughed. It was fun. There's also like the IMAX movies. There's a couple places to eat. There's ice cream, Dippin' Dots, all that kind of stuff. Just typical theme parks type stuff. But of course there isn't like a million things to do there like there is at Disney World, which we're also going to later this summer, so maybe I'll record a video for that too. It was a lot of fun regardless. It was a lot of fun seeing my students have fun and getting to hang out with my counselors in some places other than our dorm room or in the office or at some student related event. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and comment. If you want to hear more about like the experience of being a camp counselor or at this camp or just in general, definitely let me know down below. Maybe I'll consider making another video. Other than that, I'll catch y'all later. Like and subscribe, like I said always, and bye-bye.